felt like a double cheeseburger meal from McDonald's
Yeah.
to me.
That's so funny. Oh, that's going on a t-shirt. You're a real big fan of these guys, if I recall. But Nonpoint
Mm-hmm.
is recording a new album, which is big
Yeah.
news. Um,
Yeah.
which is super cool. I am excited about it. I think just in general, I'm excited about all these bands from this era are being like, hey man, freaking let's get back in the studio and let's do something
Hmm.
here. And I
Yeah.
freaking love it. I'm all for it. Let's go, you know.
I think Nonpoint was one of those bands. I'm not sure that they ever stopped. I think they kept going
Really?
the whole. I think
Oh
so.
man.
Check my work on that, but
You're
I
probably
think they may
right.
have.
And
I
I'm a
think they may
shitty
have
fan.
powered. No, I think they may have powered through. They're just like Head
Yeah.
PE and folks like
Yeah.
that who really kind of just powered through all the
Yeah.
2010s when metalcore was
Right.
at its height, and if you were a new metal band, yikes,
Yeah. Yeah,
during
you're
that
right. They
time.
have powered through.
Yeah.
So
But I will say, and it's a hill I will die on. Their cover of "In the Air Tonight,"
oh yeah,
best
dude.
version,
Yeah.
saying it outside of Phil Collins.
Nah,
Um,
I'm gonna argue on you on
you think
with
it's
this.
better than his?
No, 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 no. No, I do. Okay, hold on. Oh, that's a good question. Whose is better, Nonpoint or Phil Collins? That's a good one. I mean, in between those two, I would say that Phil Collins takes it just because it's the original and
It's
it
the
sounds
original,
real good
sure.
and it's just
Yeah.
it gets you every time. But I would have to say that in this moment's version, I think is better than the original and better than Nonpoints. I
Mm,
love in this moment's version, dude.
interesting.
Dude.
I there's there's two reasons that non-points kind of edged out in those moments for me, anyways. One was the bass tone. Bass
Yeah.
tone on non-points was perfect, like no notes whatsoever, 100% perfect.
Yeah.
And the drum fill was huge. And
Yes.
in this moment version, it was there, but it wasn't as huge as the non-point one.
I don't know.
And she, in this moment, they did kind of more of a rendition. Non-point stayed kind of true to form with it. They didn't take
Sure.
too many risks,
Yeah.
which is probably why I like it more.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's what did it for me. And
Again,
his
yep.
voice too. His voice kind of aligned with
It did.
Phil's a
Yep.
little bit,
Yep. Yep.
so it was like it was in that, like,
Right. Yeah,
it
they
wasn't the
they
original, but
they
it was
correct.
a
They
well
clearly
represented
covered
cover.
it with respect to the original song. Whereas I think in this moment did their rendition of it,
Yeah.
and but again, I still think in this moment's freaking that drum sequence
Yeah.
is, I think it's powerful. It
Yeah.
like
I
does
mean,
like
it
this like
is. It
suction
is.
sound. It's like, I don't
Yeah.
know.
I just think that non-points was better.
Yeah. See,
It
we're
did
gonna
more for me. It did more for me. And I knew that you would go to "In This Moment" on it. So I
yeah.
kind of baited you
Oh
with the
man.
question. But yeah,
That's funny.
it's like when you tackle a song like that,
Oh dude.
and it's like it's like, okay, do we have to be, is this a tribute to the song,
Right.
or is this a rendition of the song that we're going to do? I think Nonpoint was leaning more on the former, and
Yep.
in this moment was kind of the latter, and
Yep.
that's totally fine. So they're two different, very distinct versions of the same cover song, which I
Yeah.
think, in this day and age, you have to do.
Yeah.
You can't keep doing, like, bands can't keep covering the same song and try to get it exactly
Yep.
like
Oh
perfect
God.
to the original. You can't do that because then nobody cares to listen to the original.
Right.
It goes back to my whole, nobody wants to hear a metal band cover
Yeah.
Slayer or
Yep.
Pantera or whatever. They're just going to go listen to Pantera.
Correct.
Same kind of thing. And we've had that conversation before too.
Yeah, it gets real
rendition
old
versus
when,
cover.
yep, exactly. And it gets real old when some of these bands like keep covering the same stupid songs. And it's like, okay, I
Yeah.
get it. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
these guys were an inspiration for me. Cool. do it on your own time, but yeah,
A bonus track, buried on a record. And,
right.
like Machine Head was always really good at that. They
Correct.
would, if they were doing like Iron Maiden covers or whatever, it
Sure.
would be a bonus track on an album. It
Yep.
wouldn't be, they wouldn't do a video for it, nothing like that. It was something extra. That I understand,
Yeah.
you know, but, when you're trying to put it out there in everybody's face as a cover,
Mhm.
it's like, okay, well, you're taking a lot of risks in doing that,
Right.
you know, because you're going to be judged on it,
Oh
unfortunately.
yeah.
And this is the musician talking.
Yeah.
It's like I'm going to judge your cover.
Correct.
I hate to say that because music is supposed to be subjective and all these things, but like, you know, that's what happens.
Yeah.
You're going to
Well,
get graded.
exactly. And here's the thing. So I'm so glad that we're talking about this. I freaking love talking about bands covering other songs and stuff. Cause like I'll say, like, let's look at two freaking huge bands. And if you look at Limp Bizkit
Mm.
versus Disturbed, okay. Disturbed has probably done
God.
more cover songs than Limp Bizkit has. Okay. They've done a ton. All right. So obviously
One,
they had the Sound of Silence, which was huge for them. And I'll give it to them. That was actually really good. They
I can't
started
stand it
yeah. They started off, we'll get into that.
for
They
musical
start
reasons, not even personal
No,
ones.
I hear you. I'm going to leave them. My personal objections
It's like I don't
to
even have
David
to get
Draymond
into
out
the
of this.
personal
Right.
objection territory. I can just be like, I wasn't a fan.
Yeah. Well, good for you. And I would love to hear more about that. But like they did Shout by Tears for Fears. They've
Yeah.
done
Land of Confusion,
Land of Confusion. They've done
which I will give them credit. I actually enjoyed that one.
that one's not bad. They did Fade to Black by Metallica. They've done
Haven't heard
Midlife
it.
Crisis by Faith No More. They did
I
Judas
haven't heard it, and
Priest.
shame on them for attempting.
Exactly. They did Judas Priest again. Shame on them. They did U2 again.
What U2
Gross.
song?
It was
Tell me it was something off that album they put on everybody's iPhone back in the day.
it's like the
That would be hilarious.
still haven't found what I'm looking for. That
Oh,
song.
okay.
Yep.
And actually, now that we're talking about that, that would be hilarious.
Yeah. Oh,
Any
it would
metal
be.
or new metal band who covers a song off that stupid record they forced onto everybody's iPhone like 20 years ago, you
Yes.
got support from me. Like that's, I think the
We're going.
irony and the joke is just, I love it.
Oh man,
I'm going
that's
to do
funny.
it, but that means I have to
Yeah.
go. Well, I'm not going to do it because that means I'd have to go back and listen to that
Yeah.
record.
Yeah.
So if any musicians out there, if you can stomach it,
Please do. We would love to.
I will listen to your version gladly.
Here's our version of
Yeah, I
garbage.
will
Yeah.
listen to yours.
That's right. Yeah, that was a hot mess, dude.
I did.
That lost them a lot of fans.
That made a lot of people angry. Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
I was one of them. But I have always wanted to cover. What was the song called? It was off the Joshua Tree. Bullet from the Blue.
Oh yeah.
And I think you and I've actually talked about this before.
Yes.
Way back when.
Yeah.
I really like that song.
We should do it.
Yeah.
It'd be fun.
Yeah.
Write it down. Here we go.
I'll write it
No,
down. I'll add it to my list.
heck yeah. But coming back to what I was talking about. So you got Limp Bizkit and Disturbed. Okay. Two humongous artists. Both are known for doing, renditions, covers of songs.
Mm-hmm.
Now the difference is that what I love is Limp Bizkit always makes it their own. It's always they cut
They don't
it
have a
up,
choice.
piece it together, they do it their own way, and it's like what song they're doing, but in most semblances they do it better than the original, which is really tough to say,
Yeah.
and really tough to do. And whereas Disturbed, I think they freaking go hard in the paint on it all the time, and I don't like it. I guess they're not. I
No.
think Limp Bizkit does a good job, and I think Disturbed does not. There's a couple of them that I think have been all right. I do like the Simon and Garfunkel song, but here's the thing. Here's what I'll say. I don't like it where I'm like, oh man, I gotta put that on my freaking top 10 or anything like that.
Right.
It's just I didn't really like the original Simon and Garfunkel. So it's like it's better than the original, but it's
Right.
not like a good song as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
And I know that's gonna a lot of people are gonna be pissed off about that. That's fine.
That's
Because there's a lot
fine.
of people who love that, you know. But again, but here's the thing to that though, and this is where I'm like, I want to bang this out with you on this that Sound of Silence song. Um the reason that I don't like it is because to me it exposes, how do I say it? It exposes more of what David Draymond is as far as a vocalist. Now, what I mean by that is coming from a vocalist myself, and that's why I feel like I can actually talk to this. What I mean by that is I hate the fact that David Draymond has always come across as like, I'm this metal god and I am blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you're a dork. You're talented, very talented. I'll give you very, very talented. But again, you could tell you're like classically trained and all this other stuff, and that's totally cool, you know. And I'm not
Mm,
putting that down, but don't come across like you're some big hard ass, and then all of a sudden you're basically just a drama nerd who's putting on
hmm.
black and putting big earrings in your lip, and then all of a sudden you're this metal guy.
Sitting in a fake electric chair and getting
Yeah, and
electrocuted and
it's just always such a weird, like abrasive duality of like when you watch like Axl Rose, for example, back in the day when GNR was humongous, and then it's like he's like this tough guy, gets in fights all the time and everything, and then he sits down at this white piano and he just starts playing this beautiful music. It's like, what? It's
hmm
just such a
hmm.
weird dichotomy, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not, I'm there for it though. I love November Rain and all that other stuff, but I just remember feeling it was so jarring. I'm like,
Hmm.
okay, this is a guy that I'm actually terrified of in a club, but yet he's gonna sit down and like knock out
Right.
this ballad, you know.
And
It was weird.
I think a lot of the difference too, it's like, okay, the, GNR did it in a very um professional way
Oh, they had to.
where
Yeah.
Disturbed has made it a cartoon.
Yes.
And
They're missing the mark.
I've
Yeah.
said that from day one before their record even came out. I saw
Yeah.
them live. Seven
Yeah.
Dust brought them to like a
Yeah.
one off and they wheeled him out in the stupid Hannibal Lecter mask. And I'm like, this is the dumbest thing I've
Yep.
ever seen.
Exactly.
And I'm like, who thought this was a good idea?
Yeah.
It's like I don't want to sit here and bash on David Draymond a lot, but like I just like and then they started playing and I'm like, all right, at the time I'm like, I get it.
Yeah.
It is what it is. And it fit really well. Seven does blew him off the stage,
Oh, yeah. Seven Dust
you know.
blows everybody away.
Yeah. So I was just like, oh,
But
geez. And
again,
then it
that's
just
the
like got
difference.
progressively worse over time.
But that's the difference between a metal band and someone who's trying to be a metal band. And that's my
Yes.
biggest freaking take
Yes.
on Disturbed for all these years. And
Hmm.
I'm coming from, I used to be a Disturbed fan.
Sure.
And I promise you can ask anybody that knows me very, very well. I am a huge Tears for Fears fan.
Mm,
And
yeah.
when I saw that they did Shout, I was into it. I got the record specifically for that song, and I was like, okay, I'm digging this. I'm digging this.
Yeah.
And it's done pretty well. It's got kind of some of that synth sound and everything from the 80s, so I dig it.
Yeah.
But
I
then I
mean,
was like, okay, I'm digging Disturbed, and same thing. Saw them live, and I was like, what is this garbage? Why are we getting a freaking presentation about the Holocaust right now? And then now
yeah.
it's like he still leans into that stuff. And have you ever seen that
Mhm.
video where they have him they put the thing on his head, and then it's like it's doing like an electrocution thing, and then he starts
The electric
bleeding
chair.
from his
Yeah.
head. Have you seen
Hmm.
that? And it's like
Oh, yeah.
close
Uh-huh.
up on his face. It
Yeah.
is the dorkiest thing
Yeah.
I've ever
It's
seen.
stupid. It's a total cartoon. And,
Yeah.
I should clarify, like, I don't mind Disturbed the band.
Yeah.
I don't care for David Draymond.
Oh, dude, their drummer is sick. He is
Dan Donegan
freaking
is a
good.
tremendous guitar player.
Yes. Yep. 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 Yep.
Tremendous.
Yep.
Um, I mean, the drummer, the bass player, yeah, like
Yep.
they're good. They're great.
Oh, they're
It's
the way
just,
that they sync up, bro. Like,
mhm,
oh
yeah.
my
And it's
gosh,
like
they are
that,
freaking good.
like going back to the Land of Confusion cover, like the the way that they kind of syncopated the
Yeah.
verse parts, and it's
Yep.
like I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
that's killer,
There's
man.
there's
That's rad. But then he
tremendous amount
starts
of talent.
singing, and I'm out.
Yeah, it is. I'm out. Yeah.
You
There's
know,
a tremendous
because
amount of
here,
talent there. Yep.
here's the thing, like, and I'll be honest with you about it, like. I saw a video of him singing and he did this is I'm gonna do it for you and I shouldn't, but like he did this little like shimmy thing
Oh
as
yeah.
and I'm like, I died laughing.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, what are you doing?
Yes.
Like, and I couldn't get it out of my head. So every time I hear his voice, I think of that.
Yes,
I
that's
think
what
of the
I'm
little
talking
shoulder
about.
shimmy that he does. And I'm
Yes.
like,
That's what I'm talking about. When I
but
first saw him,
somebody needs to be honest with you about
he
your
starts
performance.
he starts doing this stupid dance where he's like, "Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh," and it's just like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, dude, what are you doing? And I mean, it's cool that that you're being yourself. That's cool, but like, oh my
Hey, your
gosh.
performance is your performance.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know, doesn't mean I have to like it.
Right. And I just come down to it where it's just like, dude, I could say this about just about anything though, you know, and it's like, and people can say crap about me too, about being a poser or whatever, and certain things, you know, it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, so
Get
I'm
mad at me
metal, I
for
got
like,
tattoos and stuff, but I love He-Man, you know, it's like whatever, you know,
sure.
everybody's got their thing, you know.
Right.
But the thing is like, I'm telling you, there's a difference between a person who's like lived and breathed metal and then goes up there because it's to them it's an easy shtick.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing that made me so mad about them was that particularly again, like you said, I agree with you, the band is really good. But again, it makes me mad because I feel like they're trying to like David's trying to fool people, you know, and that's the thing I don't like. And maybe he has been a metal fan all of his life and stuff like that, and that's totally fine. But there's just like there's nothing aggressive about what he does. And it's they're a rock band. They've always been a rock band.
Mm.
And then he does the. It's like for a person who like me who's screamed for many years of my life and everything and put so much into
Hmm.
it and stuff,
Yeah.
and then hearing him do those stupid monkey vocals, you know, and it's like, dude, you missed it. Like that's not what we're
Hmm.
doing, you know, and it's like you don't put notes to it, you know what I mean? And it's like, well, I have all this control over my voice. It's like, yes, knock it off. That's not what we're doing here. It's supposed to be pure aggression and like showing emotion and stuff. And you're just like doing noises. And it's, oh my gosh, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I I thought no, you're fine. I agree with all of that. And the part that really sealed it for me was the stupid mommy breakdown.
Oh gosh.
And is that
Yeah.
down with the sickness? You know,
Yes.
he was
Yep.
like, if I was Jonathan Davis and I heard that,
Yep.
because you could tell he was trying
That's
to
what he's trying to
channel
do.
that, I would be
Absolutely.
pissed. I would probably
Absolutely.
be take it as disrespect at that point. Now, if something happened with David Draymond and his mom, whatever,
Yeah.
okay, I get it, but and I don't know one way or the other, but like it was just too much. It was too close
Yeah.
to what Korn did
Yeah.
for me to take it seriously.
And you can
And they
tell the
had to have had a
difference.
conversation.
Yeah,
They had to have
exactly.
talked
They
about
had
it.
to have because that's the thing is like when you listen to Jonathan Davis absolutely breaking down, it is like it's
He's crying the whole time.
yeah, for the lack of a better word, it's disturbing when you
Yeah.
hear him doing it and stuff. I remember the first time. I mean, I got goosebumps thinking about it and stuff. It was just like I was troubled by what I
Yeah.
heard, and I was like, dude, this guy is freaking out in the studio. And
You ever see the footage of him recording it?
oh God, yeah, yeah,
Dude, it is
yeah. It's
hard to watch.
crazy. It's crazy. And then it's like, and then you got David Draymond, like, look, we got to
Yeah.
do something like that. I want to be raw
Mhm.
like that. And it's like, and he's
Yeah.
writing out a script, you know,
Uh-huh.
it's
It
like it's
felt
got a
very
rhyme.
contrived.
It's got oh gosh,
It
it
felt
was
very contrived.
yeah,
And I after I heard that, I was just like, oh my God, it's like it's comical now. Like we've we've watered it down this
yeah,
far.
yeah,
And, I remember thinking that and I'm just like, ugh, and then from that day, I'm just like, I've always kind of kept Disturbed at arm's length, for that reason.
right.
Because it did. Now, again, going back to what I just said about if something happened with him and his mom, then,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
it didn't come out as genuine in the
No,
performance.
it,
And that's the
no.
difference when we talk about a Ross Robinson performance.
Yes,
We're talking about what Jonathan did on
yeah,
that song on Daddy,
yep,
right? And kind of to the counterpoint there is this Disturbed
right.
thing.
And
That's the
it
counterpoint.
had to have been an intentional counterpart that it was
They
they're
were,
trying to ride on the coattails of it or something,
yeah,
you
oh,
know.
100%,
Just the way
100%.
that they're named, you know, Daddy and then Mommy or whatever it was. And it's so I don't know,
Yeah, I
man.
mean, it's just like, okay, I see what you did. Like, doesn't take a genius to
No.
connect the dots,
And then
and I don't,
Corey's gotten a lot of crap over this too, you know. on what he did in Iowa, because he has a moment too where he's freaking out, and I think it's like a hidden
Mhm.
track or whatever, and he's same thing. But again, it's real. You can tell. I mean, he's freaking
Mhm.
out,
Yeah.
and it's
And
I
who's in
don't
the
know.
studio with him?
Ross
Ross
Robinson
Robinson.
breaking the poor guy,
Yeah.
But
That's,
either way,
but I mean, like, honestly, like, for me, um, that's the spirit of new metal, you
right?
know? It's
Yeah,
that rawness and that intent,
yeah,
that, that need for that kind of therapeutic type of release. And
amen.
you get these performances that cannot be recreated by anyone
Correct.
ever
Yeah,
again.
yeah,
When you do something like what Disturbed did on that record, that can be replicated by any cover band anywhere on planet Earth.
right.
That's the difference to me. So it's like you cannot talk about those two bands, or you cannot talk about Disturbed in the same breath as those two bands.
Agreed. Yeah,
And it's like I hate bashing on Disturbed so much, but it's just it clearly bothers me.
yeah. Me too. Me too.
But and I don't care if I get the hate for it. I really don't,
Yeah,
because I think, for me, as a musician and as somebody who was in that scene, like that's what spoke to me. It was those kinds of performances,
yeah.
because that's what new metal was to me anyways. And
Well,
that's
and
what I
and,
looked for.
and it
It was
just kind
that
of
honesty.
you're exactly right, and that's what it comes down to is because here's the other thing as well, and I will, be the first to say there's lots of bands out there that I used to like, and then you see behind the curtains of who a band member might be or whatever like that, and then it
Yeah.
immediately
Yeah.
turns you off. And like
Yeah.
look at Sebastian Bach, for example. Skid Row, I freaking love Skid Row stuff so much, man. But Sebastian, he's kind of a dick, and
He's kind of
he's
an interesting
burned
guy.
so many bridges. Respect the crap out of him. I think he's one of the best to ever do it and stuff like that.
Dude, did you see
But
that video of him at like that model train convention?
yes, oh, you know what that's from, right? It's from Trailer Park
No.
Boys.
Oh, it was. So it was fake.
Yes. Oh, it's totally
Oh, damn
fake.
it. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Where he's talking about the Swayze Express and everything,
No,
dude.
all I saw was like the beginning. He's like, well, they told me not to swear, but
Yeah, that's from Trailer Park
Oh,
Boys.
oh,
I think
okay.
it's
I just
season
saw a clip.
four.
I thought it was real.
It's season four, I think. Or season
No,
season 4 to 6, somewhere in between there. You got to
I
watch it,
didn't get
dude.
that far into Trailer
Oh,
Park
oh,
Boys.
oh, gosh. Okay, we got to sit down. I got
I
to
don't have that
force
kind of
you.
time, man.
I got to force you to do this. You will not sleep for 3 days. We're gonna
I
watch
will
Trailer Park
say
Boys.
I have gone to the end of YouTube looking for Steve Leahy videos
Ah, yes, that's funny.
where he like
Well,
holds up the breathalyzer.
yep, yep. Yeah, it's funny.
I took like for hours one night. I was traveling for work and I'm sitting in my hotel room and I just for literally multiple hours I'm just watching videos of this guy, telling people how to drink and
That's
all
right.
that. I'm like, this is
It's
hilarious.
good stuff. Yep. But what I was gonna
Anyways,
say though is about the behind the curtains thing or whatever is
yeah, yeah,
seeing David Draymond. I mean, you got to see him back at Test
mhm,
Fest and
yeah,
stuff behind the scenes and everything. And
mhm,
again, it's like what he is on stage is pretty much what he is in real life. So cool.
mhm. It's not a persona.
It's not a persona, but it's also like the pretentiousness that he has
Mhm.
is just it's gag worthy, and
We are really drilling in on
we
them.
so sorry.
Again,
Yeah.
nothing, all the respect to the other three
Yeah.
guys,
Yeah. Yeah.
John and Dan, and I apologize, I cannot remember the drummer's name, um, but
And
yeah,
but again, he's
unfortunately their wagon's attached to his. So
correct. And I think it's I mean, and it goes for a lot of bands, dude. It's Creed, there's so many bands out there that the lead singer basically ruins it for people, and which is sad,
well, I
but I
mean,
mean,
it's hard to.
I just think it's kind of funny because like, a lot of people are like, man, I've been a Disturbed fan for 20 years, and then all this crap that's been happening and stuff like that. I just can't swallow it. So it's like, screw those guys. And it's like, yeah, we've known this
The entire
for
time.
20 years,
Yeah.
and it's just you're just finally seeing it, but
Yeah.
again, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. You can love what you love and stuff. And if you love Disturbed, that's totally fine. Do you do you,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you're not going to get it between the two.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I mean, no disrespect to anybody
Yep.
um, with anything I've said. If you like Disturbed, that's great.
Yep.
You know, if you like that mommy breakdown, I'm cool.
Yep.
If it
Good for
does
you.
something for you, I'm happy for you.
Yep.
But felt like a double cheeseburger meal from McDonald's
Yeah.
to me.
That's so funny. Oh, that's going on a t-shirt. That song was a double cheeseburger meal from McDonald's.
Yeah,
That's so funny.
yeah,
Oh, good stuff. Anyways,
yeah,
all right, dude.
yeah. Hey, enough bashing on Disturbed for
Yep,
today.
that's right. Good times.
Yeah, for sure. All right, we'll see you guys.